Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hello, this is Dr. Melanie. I will be overseeing the treatment of Mrs. Lucerne. I wanted to call on behalf of the patient to pass on a message to you. She says thank you so much for your generosity. I know what kind of situation you're in, and to help my family this way makes me feel so relieved. I could face this treatment without any worries thanks to you. And she promises to pay you back when she's up and healthy again. Mrs. Lucerne is about to begin her treatments once we get the go-ahead from her husband. Thank you once again for your time and generosity. If she asks again, I will be in touch as soon as possible. Have a good day.
Mr. Lucerne, what did the doctor say?
The doctors are able to begin the treatment immediately. They're going to prep her currently for her first dose.
That's fantastic news, isn't it?
The thing is, it wasn't Landis that paid. The doctors told me that upon request of the anonymous donor, they sent his check back.
They didn't mention who it was made the request.
They didn't say who it was, but they did mention that they sent a card. Hope this helps. It'll only be 2 weeks from now, and we'll be able to leave this hospital and have her home and healthy again. Maybe even go on vacation.
That must be one incredibly wealthy family to donate such a large amount. It is such a fantastic thing to hear. You know, Spain is lovely this time of year.
That is, after we discuss the matter of the hospital stock. Mr. Poliniero, with recent events, it turns out that my check was also returned to me. And it's enough to buy back my stock and resume control of the entire hospital.
Excuse me?
We're more than happy to continue partnering with your pharmaceutical company, but this time, I'll be the one calling the shots. Your daughter can continue to work here, as your equipment is brought in, but from now on, the Lucernes owe you nothing.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Lucerne, but it was my understanding that this was a mutual discussion. I had no idea that my father had plans to take over your company. And to be honest, it irritates me to think that he was using me to sweeten the pot. As far as I'm concerned, we will continue to do business with you, but only with the intentions of bettering patients like your wife. I didn't graduate top of my class to take the easy way.
Thank you, Miss Poliniero. Right this way to my office.
Well, that's the last piece. We have a whole set.
Oh, thank God. My fingers are so sore.
I'm so proud of you. I know it took a long time. We're practically stitched into the fabric, but it looks so amazing. These are going to be a huge hit with the investors. I mean, you already have the Polinieros, and they're the richest family in town.
Thanks, Mom.
I knew when you were growing up that you would go farther than the stars and be incredibly successful. Now, you're going to be on a runway and soon in stores all across the world.
Won't be long now till you can get out of this place and live wherever you want to go. We'll be able to go wherever you want on my dime.
Did you hear anything about the Lucernes?
I haven't heard anything since Felicity let me know last time.
I hope the family is okay.
I can't imagine it must be too long now before Mrs. Lucerne goes under for that treatment.
The sitting and waiting is the worst part for the family. Hopefully it works. I know that it would be a big relief to them and us.
I just wish I could be there for them. You know?
I know, Vixie. But at what point has that family ever welcomed you? I don't want you to worry, but I'm sure everything will turn out all right.
I'm sure too. I mean, this treatment seems very experimental, but it's yielded really great results.
You know, I read an article about the treatment they're using, and it mentioned that the cost makes it nearly impossible for people to get, but researchers are doing what they can to make it easier to produce, and with the same results. But it's incredibly tricky to do in a short amount of time, and some people just can't wait. It's sad to think there are more people facing the same fate.
Well, I guess that makes sense. All of these kinds of advancements take a while to develop, especially to perfect. I can't even imagine how awful that must be, especially to go through, personally. Just being on the outside looking in is already... All right, I'll answer the phone. Hello?
Hey, Vixie. How's the final design coming along?
Hey, Felicity. How'd you get this number?
Your business is listed in the paper. I also know it's where you live, so I knew I had about 50-50 shot of catching you. It really wasn't too hard.
Oh, well, in that case, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from the hospital. Elizabeth Lucen is going for the treatment officially. It hopefully won't be long now until she's feeling better.
Oh, that's wonderful. It's good to hear that she's going to be able to start right away.
That's not even the craziest part. It turns out some anonymous person donated the funds to cover the entire receipt for the experience.
What? Someone paid for the whole thing?
They left a card and everything, but wanted to remain anonymous.
That's insane.
You have any idea who it could be?
No, I honestly wouldn't have the slightest idea. I would have guessed it would have been you.
That's sweet. And to be honest, I would if I could, but it's not my own money. My father would have caught me in a heartbeat. I know you couldn't have, because the checks I've given you are nearly enough to scrape the surface. Speaking of which, I can't wait to see the final design at the fashion show.
Oh, they're coming along great, and I think you're really gonna like them, honestly.
If you need anything last minute, please don't hesitate to ask. With recent developments, I have money to spare and a father to piss off.
Fair enough. I think I'm good, but I will definitely let you know, and if not, then I'll see you at the show.
Of course I can't wait to see all the new designs from other designers, but I'm especially excited to be the first to get my hands on yours.
Right.
It's going to be a great show. Oh, hello. I'm talking to Vixie. Would you like to say hello?
Hello? Hello? That was rude. Hung up on me. She called us, right? I don't know. I'm letting go.
Hey, that wasn't very nice. I was talking to her. Did you know how rude that is just to hang up with someone mid-conversation? What's going on? I've known you for years. I know when you need to tell me something important. Let me guess. It's about your father's arrangement with us, right? Are you coming over to tell me that it doesn't matter what happened in the past? That you just want to take my hand and whisk me away from all this? I didn't think so. Look, I know that it was a long shot. I did hope that there was a shot. It wasn't a part of my father's plan. You were always so nice to me as a kid. I guess I got caught up. But I know it wouldn't be fair of me to assume you'd be okay with a relationship with me. I know there's someone else. Oh, please. You were always a terrible liar. It's okay. There's no tabloid pic of us together, so as far as the world is concerned, there's nothing between us. Besides, it's never too late to chase after someone that you love. You deserve to be happy, with someone who makes you happy. I know there's someone you need to see right now. Don't thank me. We weren't even supposed to be wrapped up in our father's stupid decisions. Go. I'll keep them distracted. Go.
theater, okay? Do you have any idea what time it is? We closed like a half an hour ago. Hello, even you have to abide by the rules and just... Whoa. Hang on a second. What's going on? Yeah, I heard that your mom was in treatment. What's going on? Is she okay? Okay, great. Then what's all this? Huh? Like, what is all this? Yeah, I did hear about that anonymous donor. What about them? Oh my god. You're right. Now there's really nothing stopping us from seeing each other. Oh, wow, I'm sorry, I've been dreaming about this day and fantasizing about this day for so long. Now that it's here, I really don't know what to do with any... It's really true. We really can be together? Of course I want to be with you. Yeah, come in. I just finished up the designs not too long ago. Mom's upstairs. Come on. Come here. There they are. All lined up and ready to go. We just have to take them to the theater, and we'll be ready to go. And in 2 weeks, these babies will be the hottest thing on the runway. Thanks. I'm really proud of them. I really am. As you can see, I have worked my fingers to the literal bone. Wait, so you came all this way? Felicity called me like 5 minutes ago. And you just jumped in a cab and ran all the way over here? You're crazy. I would have done the same. I love you. It feels so good to say it.
In the orchid fields, far out in the distance, he could see a spark. It was faint, but it was enough to fill his body with a new vigor. He pushed forward towards the spark, hoping it would be a great lead.
Knock, knock.
Oh, good afternoon, Miss Charmant. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I hope I'm not disturbing you both?
No. That's quite all right. Thank you for stopping by and for your phone call. We really appreciate it. Now what's this? You robbed the cafeteria downstairs?
Oh, no, I'd figured you'd be hungry, so I brought you some lunch.
Well, I guess it has been a while since I've eaten. Thank you. You really do think of everything, don't you?
Well, a mother's instinct is never shut off. Besides, I was happy to take the time. It's been a while since I've seen Elizabeth. I'm glad to see she's resting comfortably.
Elizabeth has been looking good. Her vitals are stable, but according to the doctor that discovered this treatment, it's gonna take more time until we notice any change.
I read a few articles about it. I'm sure with her metabolism, it won't be too long before we see positive results. Why didn't you tell me she was sick, Salvador?
What was I supposed to do? She begged me not to tell you or anyone else. You know how stubborn she is.
I guess that makes sense. But I thought we were friends. I would have loved to be able to do what I can to help. But you're right. She wouldn't take help from anyone. Well, at least not consciously. I heard about the anonymous donation from your kid.
Yes, I heard that they were with each other. I can only imagine doing what.
Well, Vixie is finishing up her design for the upcoming show tomorrow. They've been helping her out with moving the pieces back and forth. I don't know why there's any issue. They've been completely respectful the entire time.
I hear Vixie got a huge order from Felicity. I can only imagine how exciting it must be for Vixie. Finally making a decent living off that hobby of hers. She's had a great role model for her success. After what happened to her father, I'm surprised your shop even lasted this long.
Well, she's also had me to help guide her. Someone who has stared adversity in the face because of her little hobby and continues to hold my head up high. Someone who once had Elizabeth as a client and eventually my best friend. Then you come along looking for a suit for your father's gala opening, and it was like watching a train wreck, watching you flirt with her.
Elizabeth was certainly one of the prettiest clients I'd ever seen.
Right. Luckily, she had you to take good care of her after all these years. I've got to get going. I've got to help Vixie preview the runway before the show.
Oh, well, no worries, Miss Charmant. Thank you again for the visit and the meals. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Thank you, Mr. Lucerne. Have a good day.
Okay, and now get that gel on the light and focus it onto the backdrop in the center. Perfect, right there. Alright, up next, please welcome the fabulous collection from Silver Dollar Designs. Cue music, cue lights, and cue the models. Fabulous. Alright, I think that about does it. Ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary friends, please join me at the foot of the runway. I wanted to let you all know that by this time tomorrow, we will be ready to launch our show onto the world. You should all be so proud, and I'm so grateful in order to have the opportunity to work with each and every one of you. Now that today's run is just about wrapped up, I expect you all back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. sharp. Our show will open to the invite to 7:30, curtains up at 8:30. Any other questions, please see me or my assistant. Thanks to you all, and I'll see you tomorrow. All set for tomorrow, Vixie?
Oh, as ready as I'll ever be. How are you holding up?
I'm holding out alright. Feel a bit nervous. It's my first collaborative show, and I want to make sure it's all perfect, right down to the last detail.
Totally understandable. But all the models are here, on time, nobody's falling behind schedule, the construction looks like it's going off without a hitch. Looks like you've got everything pretty much under control.
Well, I have my mentors coming in to see the show, and I love to hear that they were a fan. Of course, the pressure's on considering they're some of the biggest titans in the industry. Everything is all perfect, and I even have backup plans for all the problems we could face.
Richard, seriously. I mean, at this point, you've got all kinds of things set up and ready to go. At this point, you and I both know that the pressure's more on us to succeed, not you. You've already given us a stage. Relax.
You're right. I should relax a bit more.
You've already done most of the heavy lifting. Let us take it from here.
Thanks so much for being so patient with me during this. You and the other designers are absolutely perfect, and I just want to make sure the stage is good enough to help you all shine.
The entire event is going to be amazing. From the stage to the guest list, we've got everything situated and ready to go. It's going to be awesome. We got you.
I was wondering if you would like to join me for a drink as a celebration. We just completed a gigantic task, and I think we deserve a drink.
Oh, tonight I can't. I, had already made plans to go to dinner with, well, you know.
Oh, sure. No problem. I didn't realize that you and that person were together like that.
Oh, well, it's only been a couple of weeks, but I have pretty high hopes.
I know they've been helping you and some of the other designers whenever they need it, but I didn't think of you two, like that.
Yeah, they've been super helpful, haven't they? I think they're just excited to be able to spend time with me. It's a long story, but after it's all said and done, I don't think either of us really want to waste another second.
Well, I hope they make you happy, Vixie. You deserve it.
Richard.
I've got to get going. I got some things I have to take care of before we can completely shut down for the night.
Richard.
Go on out, and I'll see you tomorrow for the show.
Richard!
Can you believe that it's tomorrow? Your designs are going to be a big hit with the crowd. I can already tell.
Oh, Ma, don't say things like that. I'm already as nervous as it is.
Don't be nervous about this. You've already done the hardest part of the work. And now it's time to sit back and enjoy.
I guess that's true. I already stitched everything together. Now it's up to the ladies to make it work.
It seems things are coming together for you, sweetie. Show's almost done. There's a guy who's fighting to be with you. And a highbrow client to help your sales.
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it?
Believe me, sweetie. Tomorrow's going to be a big night for you and Richard. And all those other designers.
I'm really excited.
Okay, Vixie. I'm going to head back to the house. Are you sure you don't need a ride back?
Oh, I'm fine, Mom. Just go back to the house and I'll meet you there.
All right. I'll see you back at the house.
See you later.
Oh, hello. It's nice to see you again. Vixie is inside. Oh, you need to ask me a question?
Your mother's fine. She is happy to see you today. And thank you for not bringing Vixie. I don't want her progress to backtrack due to sudden shock. I don't want to hear it. I'm glad we're not under another family's thumb, but I still do not want you wasting your time with someone who stitches fabric together as a dream. The show tonight is an investment for us now, thanks to you. And I'm not going to let her fail and take our money with her. Yes, I know about her latest deposit with Felicity, but that girl is so excitable she'd buy anything from anyone. One client does not a business make, no matter how influential that client is. I think I can see her in one of her designs on the red carpet right now. Yeah, look, she's over there. It looks like she's enjoying all those paparazzi. Wait. You said Felicity gave her a check. Exactly how big was it? We'll discuss this later. Smile for the cameras. We're going back where we belong.
Perfect. There we go. You ready to go? You look good. Big smiles. Oh, it's you.
Miss Vixie. Big night tonight.
Cut the crap, Lucerne. What do you want?
Fair enough. I know you're too smart to be fooled by pleasantries. I'm sure you heard about the donation made by an anonymous source.
The one that paid for your wife's treatment and hospital stay. Yeah, I did hear about it. I don't think there isn't anybody in town that didn't hear about it.
I want to know if it was you.
Me? Believe me, if the opportunity presented itself, I would have done it already. But it wasn't me.
I don't appreciate being lied to, Miss Vixie. Now tell me the truth.
I'm being serious. If I had the opportunity to rub something in your face or even hold it over you, even in the slightest, I would have done it, but I wouldn't have done it anonymously. It wasn't me.
Well, either way, it still doesn't change my opinions of you and my child being together.
Of course not.
I don't see why I should have any reason to trust that you aren't after our family's name and the perks that come with it.
Perks? You mean like the 2-bedroom, 1-bath overlooking the bakery? Ooh, who wouldn't want a sweet piece of that deal?
Be that as it may, now that the donation has been made, I am now the sole provider of my family once again. And I will never allow my child to be anything more than just a fling to you. You are just an investment to me.
Investment? What, because you gave me some little check a couple of months ago, you suddenly have some kind of hold over me?
Because now I have complete access to your profit outcomes, as well as anything you do and everywhere you go. I did it as more than just an investment. I did it as a security precaution. I will not allow you to sully my family's good name just because of a hobby.
Oh, don't worry about that, Mr. Lucerne. Your ego's been doing that enough for everybody.
Have a good show. There's lots of people who are itching to see your collection on someone other than Miss Felicity.
That's because you couldn't pull off a high-waisted slit. That's right, walk away. Walk away. Nose on right,
Welcome one and all to the premiere of the collaborative collection, Prominent. This project has been months in the making, gathering some of the finest and freshest faces in the industry today in order to present to you a collection unlike any other. Combining artistic visions with fashion from all different parts of the world in order to bring you things you've never seen before. Each piece is completely handcrafted by a series of experts who never let their obstacles stand in their way. We're all so honored to have you with us, and we hope you feel the same way after tonight. So, without further conversation, I give you the world premiere of Prominent. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I also hope there are a few pieces that would fit nicely in your closet. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. Thank you again for flying out to see the show. It means a lot to us, really. Oh, it's you.
Oh, tonight was an absolute success. Oh, you must be so thrilled.
Thank you, Miss Poliniero. I appreciate you coming down and dressing in one of our designer's originals.
I can see that everyone is so interested in investing. Everything is rolling along without a hitch. Is something the matter, Mr. St. Keen?
I'm perfectly fine. I've just had the perfect evening where the show went off without a hitch. Why would I be upset?
I'm pretty intuitive when it comes to reading people. It seems like a lot of people are getting exactly what they want. Don't you feel the same? Oh, so there's a woman.
Excuse me?
It's always about a woman. Men can have the world in front of them, but if there was a lovely woman involved, then suddenly the world means nothing without them. So, Mr. St. Keen, why aren't you able to see the meaning?
Well, I guess there is a woman. But she's made it clear she's interested in another.
So a woman, but she loves another, huh? Small world.
Same thing happened to you?
Well, I began seeing someone, thought they were the one, and they ended up being in love with another woman. I am happy for them, really I am. But it does sting a bit knowing that they're both here tonight.
Wait, here tonight?
Turns out the girl they were in love with is Vixie, your star designer.
Is it the person you were at dinner with when we met?
Yeah, it turns out that I never had a shot.
I had no idea how deep it went with those two.
Can I assume Vixie is the girl you're talking about?
Yes, she is. I thought I had a shot at dinner, but I thought it was because I came on too strong and blew it for myself. Turns out she's just not interested in me.
I figured. Well, it turns out that they're madly in love with each other. I can only imagine how deep their relationship runs.
So they are more than an item. They're in love.
Is everything okay?
She's in love with that rich snob.
Oh, okay. And I thought hanging up on someone was rude.
Wow. Such a pretty night. Whew. Bit of a breeze kicking up, huh? Oh, thank you. So nice of you. I cannot believe that it's finally over. Months and months of hard work, all leading up to this. I can't believe it. So relieved. Feels like the first breath of fresh air I've had in a while. I'm just so happy that I'm able to finally publicly share this moment with you. Oh my god, did you see the way your dad lit up when you took my hand? Priceless. I wish we could get a photo of that. Look, I don't like pissing off your dad, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do it. I want to be able to be with you and just be with you. I don't understand why that's so difficult for him to understand. It's not like I'm coming after your family fortune, you know, however vast it may be. I don't care about any of that. I never have. You were always so nice to me. You were always different. You never looked down upon me or my family. You, if anything, always welcomed us. It's kind of hard not to fall. Now, here we are. After the most perfect night ever. Everything went off without a hitch. None of the models fell. Phew. No technical glitches. All the music was great. The designs were spot on. And from what I hear, we've got investors bankrolling us like crazy. I genuinely don't see how tonight can get any better. What do you mean you're gonna try? What, why are you getting down on one? What are you...
Oh, hell no.
Richard.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What? Wait, now hold on
What
a
makes
second.
you think that you're deserving of a woman like her? Coming in here, and just because you have a little money, you feel like you can just get anyone you want, huh?
What are you talking about?
What the hell would you know about working a hard day's work at least one day in your life? I can't imagine a more miserable life you'd be promising to this lovely woman.
You're drunk, Richard.
No, I'm not going anywhere until this idiot takes the message and realizes they don't deserve someone like you.
How dare you? You don't even know
How
that.
dare I? How dare this spoiled, entitled, arrogant, and narrow-minded snob try and claim you like a trophy?
No. Oh my god, please, no. Stop this. Please. What are you doing? Oh my god. Please stop this. Stop this right now.
That's enough! This has gone far enough. Now you're fighting other people for this woman? Are you insane? You never swing at anyone regardless of what it's about. And you, St. Keen, I hope you're happy, instigating a fight at your own show, embarrassing yourself and your designers in the process, and now you've drawn blood from an investor. Have either of you any shame? I can't imagine what type of hold this woman has on the two of you. But to come to this? What's the matter with you two?
Excuse me?
Vixie, I don't know what's been going on, but you need to keep yourself in check.
Keep me in check.
Causing two people throwing fists for you. Leading them along
Now that's
until...
far enough, Salvador Lucerne. I will not stand here and let you insinuate that this is anyone but these two idiots' fault. Especially my daughter. She was about to answer the biggest question of her life, and this jealous dumbass has to jump in and ruin it for her.
I will not allow a woman such as Vixie to become a part of my family.
A woman such as Vixie? What the hell does that mean? Someone who works hard and chases her passion? Someone who has pride in whatever she does?
She's an artist. These trends are just like hobbies. They'll just come and go.
Come and go my ass. I have a successful seamstress shop, and I have had it before that idiot ex-husband of mine.
You're one of the lucky ones that made it thanks to families like mine, and other families that we told them about. Your career has always been at the beck and call of families like mine. What would you know about being a part of any of this?
You mean the society that turned its back on you when you lost all your money? The society that used your desperation to blackmail you into doing whatever they wanted? Do you want to know why I'm so happy not being a part of all this? Because I know for a fact that none of these people you call your peers helped you when you needed it most. I did.
What the hell are you talking about? How have you helped me more than them?
I was the anonymous donor.
Wait. You what? But how?
It's true. When Vixie told me that Elizabeth was sick, I knew exactly what was going on. Why I never saw her after you and her got married. When I also heard about you involving your kid in the mess, I knew I had to do something. You see, what a lot of people don't know is that my divorce was finalized after my brilliant ex-husband had just created his company. So I became entitled to half his earnings and half of what the company was insured for when he went bankrupt. Once I received the check, I was sitting on a huge amount of wealth, but chose to save it by living small and continuing to work for families like yours with my head held high. I was able to send my daughter to the best fashion school in Europe without her having to pay a cent, because she's the only thing I want to spend this money on. Mr. Lucerne, even with the donation, I'm worth 4 times as much as everyone in the room combined.
You paid for Elizabeth's treatment. Why?
I didn't donate the funds for you. I did it for her kid. Her kid that deserves the chance to pursue whatever they want to pursue. I also did it to give you a chance to change your attitude towards people like me. But of course, it didn't. So now that you know you're worth nothing in my presence, what's your excuse now?
I had no idea. Elizabeth never mentioned it to me. I thought you told each other everything. Miss Charmant, thank you so much for giving Elizabeth to me again. I know you could have told her not to say yes to me when I kept coming into the shop, but you didn't. You actually convinced her to go out with me. All these years later, she's giving me kids, a life, and more love than I can ever ask for. And once again, thanks to you, she's back in my life. My kids have their mother again. It was absolute agony running this family by myself. Having to be strong while at the same time being so blind to the trouble that I'd been causing. I just wanted her back. I didn't care what it took. I didn't think it'd get this far. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. To all of you. For everything I've done, but specifically to you, Vixie. I was so scared that you were just going to take advantage of the situation. I completely forgot that I watched you grow into a strong woman like your mother. I think I've done enough for one night. So I'm going to leave and check in on Elizabeth. I just need to see her right now. I'd love if the two of you would stop by and see her. She really misses you, Miss Charmant. I'm sorry. You don't have to believe me or forgive me, but I am. You're an adult and a doctor as well. You can make decisions for yourself, but just please don't forget about your parents. And if your mother doesn't see the ring, she'll kill you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Well, this has been quite the evening. I'm gonna head back and...
Don't think that you're going to just walk away from this. How dare you to think that throwing punches at someone's an okay thing to do when you're jealous someone has something you want?
Alright. You're right. It's my fault. I shouldn't have been
If
here.
someone doesn't want to be with you, then that's their choice. You don't get to decide to change their mind by getting into a fight with the person they love. Now, apologize.
Excuse me?
You hurt me.
I'm sorry, everyone.
That's better. Now go get the final tallies for your orders. You need to keep an appearance and move on from this. You're the face of a new fashion line and don't you forget it.
I have a lot more to worry about than just collecting tallies, don't you think?
Well, you don't have to worry about all that because I'm here to help. Now the first thing we need to focus on is the location of our first store.
Excuse me, you two. Please continue. I'll see you two back at the house. Night, Vixie.
Mom? Thank you. I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. You deserve to be happy as much as you've made me all these years.
Oh. Okay, so my mom is essentially the richest, baddest bitch in the entire world. Wow. Oh my god, so sorry, I completely forgot about. Are you okay? Oh my. Yeah, honey, that's gonna bruise. I am so sorry. Guess that's just the kind of luck we have now, isn't it? Just when something's getting good for us, someone else has got to ruin it for us. That's right. I still haven't answered your question now, have I? After all these years, watching me grow up and you and I sneaking in kisses here and there, hiding behind rose bushes just to chat for a couple of moments before your dad spotted us. I remember all of those moments, and I love every single one of them so much. They fill my heart to the point of exploding. Believe me, my answer is an easy one. Yes, I'll marry you. Nothing, absolutely nothing, would make me happier to be your wife. Oh no, they're happy tears. They're happy tears. I know, I'm messing up my mascara. I don't care. Oh. This really has been a perfect night. Well, minus a couple of things. But I guess that's just perfect start to the rest of our lives. I love you. And I'll always love you. No matter what. Now come on. Let's go freak some people out.